You have a website, and you have your social media platform set up. Fantastic. And you have your email system all ready to go. You're all set to create your client attracting sales funnel. Today, I'll show you how to put all the pieces together to build your profitable sales funnel, even if you're a beginner, so you're continually bringing in clients. And we're getting into it right now. I'm Carol J. Dunlop, the online wow strategist and Amazon #1 international best-selling author. If you're ready to discover how to unmarket your business with no cost and low cost marketing strategies, you're in the right place. So go ahead and hit that like button. This is Blogs on Video. I blog weekly and then I dive deeper and add a little extra right here. But you can always read it using the link below. If you've been struggling to build your profitable sales funnel, no worries, we're doing that today. Want to discover more marketing strategies that work? Make sure you subscribe so you don't miss anything. And be sure to hit that bell so you get all of the updates, not just some of them. First, let's start with the setup. This is the most important part of your funnel. If you skip any of this, you might as well just skip out on your funnel because it's not going to work, because these things have to be put in place in the very beginning for you to be successful with the sales funnel, because we want it to bring in clients continually, right? Yeah, I thought so. Okay, number one is to get to know your audience. You can't market to the planet. You can't market to everybody. Actually, everybody doesn't even exist as a target audience. So you need to know exactly who you're talking to. You need to know things about them like how much money they make, where they live, what they live in, whether it's a apartment or a house, are they renting or buying. You also need to know some other things about them, like what do they watch on TV, what kind of magazines do they read, all that great stuff. Where do they hang out at online? Because when you get to know this information about them, you really know them intimately and you know what they want, and when you know what they want, you can sell to them much better. Okay, a good thing for you to do, here's a tip for you. Go to your local bookstore and look at the magazines and see what the headings are on the magazines, and then you can kind of copy that for your titles that you're going to use in your emails and in your landing page. And also look at the type of magazines that are out there. Every magazine doesn't go for everybody. They have certain ones. They have magazines that are just for women, one just for men, and they even break that down further. Teenage women, moms, working women, all of that's broken down. So you got to figure out who is your niche out of all those people. What are their age? What's their age group? What are they like? Because if you think about it, a person who's 16 is very different from a person who's 55. Believe me, I know. Then you have to know, what do they want, so you can know what to sell them. What's their biggest pain problem? What do they want solved? What solution are they looking for? When you know these things, you got two things already. You know who you're talking to, and you know what their pain or their solution is, so you know what they want, and you can help structure what you're going to put out there to them. The third thing you need to do is get some leads coming in, because if you launch this sales funnel and there's nobody out there reading it or viewing it or downloading it or looking at it any kind of way, then you're in trouble once again. So I got 3 ways for you to get leads coming in. Number one is to do some speaking. Now, you can do speaking on all types of stages, but my favorite stage is Facebook Live. Actually, you can use Facebook Live, Instagram Live, YouTube Live, Periscope, any of those live video streaming services that allow you to get in front of your people, because when you do, they see you up close and personal. They get to know you, like you, trust you, and start following you over to your website where your landing page is. We'll get to that in a little bit. I'm getting ahead of myself. The other thing is writing, blogging. Do you have a website? Yes, ding, I said you had that already. If you do, then you should have a blog there. And if you have a blog, then you need to be writing and blogging, because blogging is a way for you to take a little piece out of your brain and share it with your audience so that they know what you're about and if you all are the right fit for each other. And finally, guesting on podcasts, because this is a way for you to get in front of audiences that don't know anything about you. Maybe you get on a podcast of someone who has like 10,000 followers, or even 1,000, or sometimes even 100 followers will be good for you, especially if you're just starting out and you don't have anyone. If you get on someone's podcast who has 100 followers and you talk the right talk that they want to hear, and they say, that person seems pretty interesting, they're going to follow you over to your website for sure. All right, so if you do each of these things, one of each of these things every week, do a Facebook Live, make sure you have your blog written and posted, and do a guest interview on a podcast once a week, you'll start seeing a stream of people coming to your website and signing up for your list. The beginning of the sales funnel, right? Step 2 is the bribe. I know it sounds bad, but it's really good. It's all about having an opt-in on your website so that when people come to your website, they actually leave a little something behind, which is their name and their email address, so that you can contact them and so that they're now on your mailing list. Remember I said in the beginning you got your website all set up? Your website needs to be set up to have a landing page. There are plenty of landing page builders out there, so don't get stuck in this part. There's Optimize Press, which if you have a WordPress site, which I do, that's a plugin that you can use. My favorite is Elementor, though. It's a drag and drop landing page builder that I love working with. They have dozens of great templates that you can use and put your own information in, and they're really well designed to do exactly what they do, to entice someone to actually opt in, give you their name and email address in exchange for whatever goodie you're going to give to them. And the goodie is the opt-in. It's like a cheat sheet or a checklist, or maybe it's another video that you're hosting on your site so they can't see it on your YouTube channel, but they can get a hold of it if they leave their name and their email address. So that's what the bribe part is all about. So you build this landing page so that when they get to your website, you might have a pop-up coming up, or you might have a bar right above the fold in the very top of your website that says, hey, get my free cheat sheet, checklist, or whatever. And in order to get it, they have to put their name and email address into the system. So when they put it into the system, they're actually going into that funnel that we're talking about, this sales funnel. That is that's the second step after you get to know who your audience is. And you can pretty much calculate by the people that go in and the ones that come out if you're targeting the right people. Because if you have an opt-in on your site and nobody's opted in, then obviously you're either targeting the wrong people or they're not interested in what you have. Now that's a whole other video. I'll do another one on that at another time. But for right now, let's just say you know who your people are, you know what they want, and you're prepared to give it to them. So they come over to your page, they opt in, and we're all set to go to the next step. Okay, we're at step 3, the sequence. The sequence is all about your email campaign. And it's going to be a sequence of about 9 different emails. Okay, don't faint. It's going to be all right, I promise you. And nobody is going to say anything to you about having all these emails, because each email is going to build on each other, and it leads to the end product where you get a sale, right? Okay, so stick with me. Okay, the first email that you're going to send out is the welcome and the thank you. So whatever you ask them to do, download something, your checklist, watch video, whatever, you're going to tell them, thank you so much for doing that. Welcome to my tribe. And, it's going to be a very short email. It doesn't have to be very long. Here is how you get whatever it is that you asked for to download. So you have the link to that. That email is done. Okay, email number 2 goes out like the next day. And each of these emails are going to go out probably day after day, so it's going to be 9 days. And so email 2 goes out, and it's going to be about you and your why, because this person probably just learned about you when they went on your email address. They saw your awesome opt-in that you had, and they said, oh, I want to find out more information about them. They put in their email address and their name, and now they got their first email. They've downloaded whatever it was, and now you want to kind of introduce yourself and your business and tell them why you do what you do, why it's important, and sort of things, something like that. It doesn't have to be really long, maybe a couple of paragraphs. You're still keeping it light and airy because remember, you're getting to know them and they're getting to know you. Okay, next two emails, email number 3 and number 4, you're going to really dive into whatever it is that they downloaded. If it's a 10-point checklist, maybe you go over steps 1 and 2 and kind of go a little deeper in there. You're just showing them that, hey, this is really valuable. Even if it was free, it's still valuable, and it still can help you do whatever it is that you need to be doing, and you made the right decision for downloading this, and you can cover this inside of 2 emails. So one email may take care of checklist 1 through 3, and the fourth email may take care of the other points. And you're not doing the whole thing over again. You're just summarizing it. You're giving them a little bit more. You're showing them that you really care. So, and they will be very happy about that. Okay, email number 5. This is kind of revving up a little bit. You're talking about your business just a little bit. You're telling them you hope that they're enjoying the download and that they're actually using it. And you're kind of teasing that something big is coming that can actually help them get further in the goal that they're trying to get to. Say, for instance, I have the 15 free resources download that you can get for free. It is 15 of my best resources that are free that you can use to find content to share with your tribe. So around about email number 7, I say, do you want to go and learn more about this, really learn how to use social media better? Then I have something that's coming up that's going to really help you with this. And I'm setting them up. You know how the news shows do, stay tuned because we're going to tell you how that cat got caught in the well type of thing. This is what you're doing. You're still providing them value, but you're teasing them so they look forward to the next email. Okay, the next email is email number 6. This is the offer. Whatever it is you're trying to sell them, this is where you present it. And you tell them about the offer that you are presenting to them, and you give them 48 hours to take advantage of this special pricing. It can be 50% off. It can be something that you add to a coaching session with you or whatever, but there is a 48-hour special that they have to take advantage of whatever this is. Okay, now we're to email number 7. You've already told them what the offer is. You told them that there was 48 hours. Now they're down to 24 hours. They're about to miss out. So you go into the offer just a little bit more, tell them a little more about it, and you say, oh, you only got 24 hours left. Boom. And then email number 8. This is the one where you're saying, hey, you're about to miss out on this thing because it's almost at the 48th hour. You send it about 4 hours before the special runs out, and you say, you're about to miss out. You only got 4 hours left. And if you miss out on this, you won't be able to, big major thing that they're supposed to accomplish, and you put that in there. All right, now email number 9 is the next day after they've missed out, and you don't want to say, hey, no, you missed out on this. You want to tell them something like, hey, sorry you missed out on this. Maybe you weren't ready for it yet, but here's something else that you can enjoy. And what I like to do is give them another freebie. So it could be maybe they missed out on upselling or upgrading to that bigger program, but maybe you have a lesser program to put them in because it could have been a money issue, or maybe you have something free you give them, like a free ebook or something like that. And then after that 9th email, that's when they go over to the regular list. So you're not trying to sell them anything anymore. You're putting them over on the regular list. But look, they spent like 9 or 10 days with you. Now they know more about you, what you have to offer, and hopefully some of those people have actually become your clients. Isn't that awesome? All right, there you go. Automation at its finest. Bling, bling in your sleep. Wouldn't you like to wake up and you have a couple of sales every day? Wouldn't that be cool? Yay! So this works because this is your sales funnel. This is what a sales funnel is all about. You go out there and do things to bring people in, like speaking, doing the Facebook Lives, and posting, doing your blogging, and guesting on podcasts. That gets people interested in you. They follow you over to your landing page or your website. They say, this person looks pretty cool. I think I'll get whatever this thing is that they're telling me, the cheat sheet or whatever. They put in their name and their email address, and now they're into the second part of the sales funnel, the actual automated technical piece. They start getting these emails one after the other, and then if you have chosen the right audience, if you are providing them with what they really want and you know them, then they're going to buy from you. Isn't that cool? Head over to the blog so you can read it now. If you're short on time, I have a PDF download that you can grab and go and read it on your own time. The link is below. That's it for this episode of Blogs on Video. If you found this content helpful to you, please subscribe and share it with your tribe so that they can get value as well. And I want to make sure that you join me again on Monday for Monday Marketing Nuggets, and then meet me again here on Thursday for another Blogs on Video episode. That's all for now. Bye.